The other thing that I think that we're going to take forward with us is when I look at this virus, it doesn't discriminate by race or sexual orientation or the color of our skin or religion. It goes after everybody. And it's in some ways, it's a great unifier. It brings us all together. It's all of us are competing against this virus. So I hope that we also take away that we have more unity. I'll tell you, and one more thing that is very powerful for me is that every morning, oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to push back a little on, we've heard that, and I've heard that, the disease, it's true. The disease itself doesn't discriminate, but I've also heard a lot from underserved and underrepresented communities that they're actually being hit a lot harder because the systems don't treat them the same. And so we're seeing much higher death rates among African Americans and Latinos. We're seeing domestic violence increase. So we're seeing a lot of the inequalities that do exist in our society sharpen because of that. Do you have hope that we will address that, or are we accepting that? It feels like in a lot of the calls to go back to work, we're just accepting that it's our less economically advantaged, disproportionately people of color who are on the front lines, who are getting hit harder by the virus, who are being forced to work in less safe conditions. So I guess I'm curious, how much do you think it's been a great equalizer versus bringing up the fundamental inequalities that do still exist?
Well, you are amplifying and you reacted to something that's extremely important, which was we have terrible inequalities in our system. And you may know Salesforce, in fact, yesterday ran a program just on this, bringing together the top leaders really in our country on why these racial disparities are appearing, especially during a major health crisis, and so pronounced. Now, we had 8.5 million viewers on this video stream with us, an incredible amount. And, this is something that needs, a deep look. This has gone on for too long, the institutional racism that then gets surfaced, at a moment like this. When will we look to have a greater focus to make sure that we have higher levels of equality in the world and higher levels of healthcare for all?